race to heat number 2 and the final racing action out of the Formula Volkswagen stable for 2010. The 38 Special, which will be number 1 for next season, leads them out. Tasman looking to take it away and take the final victory of the year.
Danger man, though, watch on the left-hand side of your screen as we get going. Oh, and he gets to the start. I was going to say it was going to come from Chad van Beerden, but it's actually Daniel Rowe. He gets across the line with a fantastic start. He's going to outgun everybody and maybe even Tasman into turn 2. They go into turn 2. Oh, Daniel's son into the hole shot.
Hole shot, first time in the history of his racing. Daniel Rowe hits the front, and Simon Moss is bumped down into 3rd place. Tasman has got a good chance in 2nd, but the middle of the field has been blown wide open for the Hollywood start out of the 27 car.
Do check Simon Moss again, backing out down the back straight away. I think he's just waiting for a couple of cars to go through. He wants to have some fun here. He's taken the title, and he wants a little bit of a challenge here for the final race.
Yeah, he went elbow to elbow with Orbell and looked like he was tucking in just underneath Ernie van der Walt, which is his stablemate, but watch out for the 38. Straight away up the inside, it makes it look so easy.
Hopefully Ernie's going to sit on his tail and learn a little bit, because that's really the only way you can get to grips with these cars is to have somebody in front of you, watch their lines, watch where they brake, see the different gear changes, and maybe have a look at the way they've got their car set up, because your car might be understeering or oversteering. That's where you can sort it out.
I'm talking about car setup. Orbell said that's the major factor, and that's why these guys are so good. He said it's so hard to get these things set up. The tweaking, the half a turn here, a wedge there. He said it's just so hard to get these things nailed down.
Good to see Byron Ferguson in the 21 cars in one of Terry Moss' stable racing cars there. He's given his car to Glenton Robello. Robello looking to come through next year for a full season of Formula Volkswagens, and I'm sure the man in 3rd place will be looking to do the same thing, considering he's had such a great outing today.
I got to tell you, we have really bolstered the field here. It's starting to look very strong. We're having depth of field the whole way through. It's not just the top 4 drivers. Now all of a sudden the chase group are all over each other and matching each other for pace.
Awesome to see, and always a bigger field makes for better racing. I know they've got a big plan next year to try and get more drivers into the Formula Volkswagens, bringing in some of the karters on a development program. That's going to be what we need to see. This is where guys need to be making their moves if they want to go single-seater racing. And as you come across the line and complete the lap, it looks like Chad is under massive pressure. And looking in his rearview mirrors, all he can see is the 38 Special.
Remember, even though we did crown the champion at the penultimate round, the story on the season is 2nd place between the Chad and Tasman. They've been going at it, swapping points and climbing their way up the leaderboard, eventually getting themselves ahead of Wesley Orr, but 2nd place has been the show.
Yeah, Tasman's got that one wrapped up now. Chad's got 3rd. So a little bit further back now, 4th place also still up for grabs. The top 5 finishers in this championship are still out there battling for as many points as they can get.
Simon Moss is driving around people like they're standing still, and I don't just mean like the mid-pack. We're talking about the race leaders here. Chad van Beerden definitely got some handling problems on the number 16 car this time.
Not as well handling as what you said earlier, and we've seen earlier from him. Remember, he's been right at the front end of this field. Simon comes through the S's, starts to close down, runs a little wide again, but that's just typical of Simon, isn't it?
Yeah, he just likes to run it loose. He doesn't mind the thing flapping around. He can bring it back from pretty much any situation. Even if 2 wheels are on the dirt, we've seen him recover from that.
Tasman Pepper Racing, PG Glass, Formula Volkswagen. It's the legend cars machine behind her. And then comes the Dixon Battery Southern Sun Oakley, Formula Volkswagen of Simon Moss. Look at that chop and change. Man, that was close. Yeah, I think Orbell was a bit worried there. He nearly had his nose taken off by Tasman.
Orbell's advantage here is the fact that he knows this track, but check out the car that he has to drive. Wasn't quite sure how deep he could run it there, and it was a big man to back out of a move like that. That could have been 3 cars in the kitty litter.
Simon Moss tries to go on the inside of 13, runs onto that little bump. Whoa, runs him wide. Chad van Beerden sitting there going, okay, Simon, here I come. Watch this move from, oh, that's a great move from Chad. Very strong. Take some of your own medicine, Simon Moss.
That is the Chad's corner, and even though his car's not running good, it looks like he's really got the handling in and can actually get on the brakes there. But you can see he just cannot get the power down, so he's not going to be able to run with the top 3 for sure. The number 27 needs to start looking at his mirrors now, because the speed and the pace is building up behind Daniel Rowe, and they are coming to get him.
Yeah, they certainly are. Tasman's got away from that little battle for 3rd. He's up in a 2nd and closing down on Daniel Rowe. So Daniel now has got everything to do. He looks in the rearview mirror. He sees Tasman. Just behind Tasman comes this battle. 38 Special versus the 12 car. The Legends car of Grant Orbell. First time out, he got a podium. He's trying for a double podium for his first time out. I think he'll be very happy with that performance.
Orbell made a bit of a mistake. There's Simon. He doesn't mind a little bit of dirt. He'll keep it buried, and he still makes the move up the inside. Orbell had a little bit of a mistake in the middle of turn number 3. That's what allowed Simon to close in and make that a Hollywood setup.
Just under the halfway mark, and Simon's caught onto the back now of Tasman Pepper. So big changes in the front. He's going to try a deja vu here. He's gone on the inside, not as quick as what he was the last time. He does get the drive onto the mine shaft, down West Bank mine shaft. He's just going to get in before they hit the sweep. Oh, that is awesome driving from Simon Moss.
It's a completely different line, bit of a funky line up top. The cutback doesn't look like he's got the drive in the mid-corner up at West Bank, but he fires 38 special down the hill, and he makes the pass again.
The only problem that he's got now is that all the guys that are driving these cars have now seen that move. They're going to be watching it on WSS, and they're going to go, aha, that's where he gets the drive. Right, let's see if we can get it ourselves. But at the moment, Danielson is worried, and he's worried big time. We've got about 3.5 laps to go. Sorry, 4.5 laps to go as they head up towards Westbank.
Two-horse race, and this time it's not Tasman involved, but look at Simon. He shoves the nose up the inside there. Daniel can go for the cutback. He's a little bit too close to cut back, though. Would have lost his nose cone off the 27 carts, so he's just going to have to follow Simon around. Yeah, look at that. Simon's going, follow me, brother. Let's do this.
He certainly is. It'll be great to see Daniel ride on Simon's tail and learn from the master. He is the champion as they get onto the braking markers for the Super Bowl. Look at Daniel Rowe running a little bit wide. Now, as I just said, these guys have seen Simon Moss's move. If Daniel had seen that before, he could have pulled that move as Simon went for his overtaking maneuver.
Well, what he can do now is follow him through that next section. Like you said, we've got about 3 laps to make it count. He needs to follow him through, learn and try and outdo the champ. Go back to the chasers.
There you go. Byron taking his own car. Must feel weird going past your own car. As he goes on the inside of Glenton Rebello, outdoes him. Rebello tries to come back at 13, nearly gets up the inside, but has to just give up in the Bitten and Hiss's machine.
Ferguson, he's used to this track, he's used to these kind of cars as well. He's been in it since the beginning, and he's just going to teach these guys how to get through it. But awesome to see him step out of his car, let another driver come in, and the chance of another driver coming in full-time next year means it's worked.
Yeah, certainly has. It's also great to see just behind them, Veron Pappas having a superb second heat. Didn't have a great one in the first one with a puncture, but yeah, in the second one he's running with the usual contenders in the slightly elder statesman's class.
Remember, Veron Pappas, he's ridden in V8s, he does a lot of work in the sports car category, and he's been in the Shelby's, so he knows his way around a wheel.
Certainly does, and has a bit of pace. Speaking of pace, look at Danielson. He's got back ahead of Simon Moss. So Simon just showing him the ropes and saying, right, now take the lead, see if you can handle the lines that I showed you. And he's going to sit behind him and maybe show Daniel and have a chat with him after and say, good driving here, maybe watch for this, watch for that, and watch out for Chad. Oh, what a move.
This is the... Oh, no, that was physical. That was way too tight there. Chad always gets a move up the inside there, locking wheels, and Tasman lost out. There's going to be suspension damage. That was a hard hit.
That was a big hit there. Let's see whether Taz can get back on the track and give it a little shakedown. Sure that she'll just give it a little wiggle as they go down the mine shaft. As she goes down the mine shaft, no, yeah, there's a little wiggle there just to make sure everything's okay. Doesn't seem to be too worrying. There we go. Tasman might be able to finish this race.
Back to the leaders, though. It's all about Simon Moss, the man who has already wrapped up this championship, going for the win here. He actually pulled out of that one. He's not going to T-bone his stablemate for this race. Daniel Rowe has got a good chance of taking his first victory in Formula Volkswagen racing here.
That's the way to end the season. Take a victory, because all the sponsors are looking at this last round going, who do we pick up? Where do we make our team selections from? Daniel Rowe must be someone that the main teams are looking at as they come flying through turn 2.
You know, out of the usual contenders, you've got Moss at the front, Pepper, and then Chad Van Buren. But the other stories have been Daniel Rowe and Ernie van der Walt really developing themselves and turning into strong race champions.
A little bit of smoke out of Daniel's car, might just be an overflow on the oil. There goes Simon on the inside, has a big peek up the inside, but Daniel closes the door, doesn't let him through. Out of Sunset Corner, heading towards Clubhouse one more time, and it's Daniel Rowe leading this race. Simon Moss is giving him a good run for his money, but I can tell you something, Daniel is soaking up the pressure very well.
I was about to say, the pressure is building up, though. There is all kinds of pressure on 27. He's wiggling, he's outbraking himself, he's pushing himself super hard to stay ahead. Whoa! Not stay ahead, that was a loop out.
Looped it out well held, though. Just manages to catch it on the first part of the S's. Hopefully he kept the clutch in. Yes, he did. The LUK clutch on that car worked perfectly. Well done, Danielson. Let's see how far he's lost. He's gone, Orbell's gone through. He looks in the rearview mirror. It should be Tasman. Yes, indeed. Tasman comes through in the back. Hopefully he can keep Tasman behind him.
What a shame, though. In line for a win, and just the pressure just got a little bit too much. And the wily old fox, the youngster that is Simon Moss, the champion, 38 special, finishes the season on a high with another victory.
It's the way he likes to do it. We've seen it so many times this season. The only man who's actually outdone him was Wesley Orr, and of course the only lady who outdid him was Tasman Pepper. Across the line, though, look in the background. Grant Orbell is stoked. That's a second place for him.
Yeah,
2 and 3 on the day.
He is super pumped, super stoked with that victory, and Simon Moss waves to the crowd and cements his place at the top of the pile. Orbell takes second place, Ernie van der Walt, then Rowe and Pepper.
6th place is a real tight battle, and it was won out by Veron Pappas, Glenton Rebello, Byron Ferguson. Those 3 had a great race. Craig Shelley in 9th, and Chad Van Buren 1 lap down in 10th. Another race day, the final race of the season, and another podium for you, Ernie. Must be happy.
Yeah, I'm happy, for it. Qualifying went badly. The car was not handling good, and we had some problems, but at least we came through, and it was fun, but still, it was not good, But I just want to thank my parents and grandparents and friends and family to come and support me. And I also want to thank Terry Morse, my mechanic, Richard and Michael Stevens and Simon Morse for showing me the ins and outs of motorsport. I also want to thank the Lord for helping me and holding me safe, because in His name I will achieve great things. Thank you.
Daniel, son, I spent most of the day at the back of the field. You got a chance to lead. What was it like?
It was amazing, eh? Lots of pressure there. Simon's on me in every corner. So, yeah, I just made a mistake there. Next time I'll make it work.
I think you will, but you had some serious pace out there, and Simon was battling to stay with you. So you know you've got what it takes. Next season, are we going to see Daniel Rowe with some victories?
Yes, I'm sure we will.
Final point standings for 2010. Your champion is Simon Moss, Tasman Pepper in second, Chad Van Beeden in third, and Wesley Orr stepped out to concentrate on his karting and took the World Championship.
For all your racing information on the Westbank Super Series, visit our website www.westbanksuperseries.co.za and stay in the loop.